Hello, online crew. I am back to my normal live schedule this week. After some of you will be aware that last week we delivered the Lead Magnet Bootcamp 3.0 in my free group. So if you missed out what we did last week, it was awesome. Was anybody who's watching live with me for the bootcamp last week? There's good news and bad news around this. The good news is those that were on this particular boot camp, we did 3 days last week where we went through everything to do with what a lead magnet is, how do you use it, how do you create it, how do you title it, how do you come up with the content. And I actually did a walkthrough of how you actually utilize AI and Canva, bring them together to create a lead magnet of yours, unique to you, to help you draw out from the crowd your perfect prospects and start to build your influence. If you're building a business online and you don't have lead magnets that are provided to you, by your sort of upline, the team that you work with, then I'd highly recommend that you go through something like this and learn how to create a lead magnet of your own. So for those of you that weren't on the boot camp, I walked through, how you could create something like this. Like this is one of mine, the missing piece for women who can't lose belly fat. I just realized I didn't send out the email that I was going live. Whoops. Oh, well, we'll get the replay out. The missing piece for women who can't lose belly fat. So this is, one of my lead magnets, all the information, how you put it together, with AI helping you how to do that, how you can help raise your influence and help people raise their hand from the crowd. That's the whole point of lead magnets. In that lead magnet bootcamp that I did last week, which unfortunately for all of you, the videos are now taken down. I've deleted them. So the videos that I did last week for the bootcamp, going through this workbook and sharing everything with you regarding lead magnets, all those videos have actually been taken down. They are no longer publicly available. So I hope majority of you got the opportunity to watch those videos before they were all deleted just now. I'm totally thrown now because I'm thinking about something else. I forgot to put out the reminder. Anyway, it's all good. But you can still grab all the videos, a completed copy of the workbook, a recording of a VIP call that we did during the boot camp where I gave feedback to people individually on their headlines and the content of their lead magnets, if you join my coaching community. So there's still about 3 more hours for you to join my coaching community for $1 for 14 days to have a look around, or discounted annual membership, which is a massive like $52 discount. So you can join my coaching community just for $297 for a whole year of $10,000 worth of social media training. Everything from personal development to personal branding to planning to content creation to prospecting and recruiting to promotion. There's 7 key headings that I have on my social my roadmap to social selling success. And all my training, like honestly, there's over $10,000 worth of training on my roadmap that you can get access to for $1. If that's something that you would like to get access to in the next 3 hours and you don't have the information for some reason, I mean, it's been emailed out over and over again. There are posts in my free group about it as well. Just put the word roadmap down below so I can get you that information quickly. Now, those that filled out the homework while I was delivering the boot camp, every time someone filled out the homework after the 3 days, I've put their name into a drawer for somebody to win a free month in my coaching community. So if they did all 3 days of the homework, then they would get 3 entries in to win that free month into my coaching community. If you're already an existing coaching community member, then you can gift that month to somebody else. So I'm about to share my screen and do that on the screen. So all the names are on the screen. I'll spin the wheel and we'll come up with a winner. Before I do that, I just kind of want to recap some things that are really important and that I saw from those that created the homework tasks for the Lead Magnet Bootcamp in what I'm seeing makes a successful bootcamp and what doesn't. So some of the things that come up regarding a lead magnet like bootcamp, something that you're going to create, is that it can tend to be too information heavy. So just remember, you've always got to remember when you create your own lead magnet, what makes people act to put their hand in their pocket, to buy something off you or ask you a question about the next step is that they truly believe what you're offering will take them away from a pain or a fear that they've got or take them towards a goal or a dream that they've got. So that's all triggered by emotion. So if you're not going into the story and the journey of why you're doing what you're doing, the information that you're sharing, the solutions that you're offering, you're going to miss the mark in your lead magnet. So the magic kind of formula is mixing in your journey and your story with the valuable information that you are providing. Please do not miss sharing your journey and your story because that's what makes you relatable. Your number one job on social media is to become relatable to other other human beings in your target market. When people relate to you, they think you understand their pain, they think you understand their fears, you're going to grab their attention. So we don't want a lead magnet to be full of information. You don't want to go to AI, get it written all for you, because AI does not know your intricate feelings, fears, dreams. You can prime it that way for sure. You can get close, but it's really your emotion that's going to be, the little golden ticket with your journey and your story that's going to make people want more from you. The whole purpose of a lead magnet is to have people want more. And they read your lead magnet and they go, man, that was really valuable information. How can I get more information or how can I learn more? They want to follow you on your social media and just keep listening to you or like reading your posts because they found the information that you shared with them so helpful. Okay. So really don't go too information heavy and miss that opportunity to share, your journey and your story, because it's the difference between emotion versus information. And people don't buy just on information. People buy on emotion. So if you're not tapping into the emotion, if you're not tapping into people's pains and fears all throughout your lead magnet, then it might not miss, it might miss the mark and you think, well, it doesn't work. It's not that it doesn't work. It's just maybe you haven't, that the information in your lead magnet hasn't really hit the nail on the head. Okay. What I'm also seeing in people's lead magnets is kind of like where you lead people after the lead magnet. Don't just give people the information and then don't tell them where your socials are or what your email address is or what you want them to do next. With any good lead magnet, it's going to be a stepping stone to the next step. So have a really good think about that. What is the next step for, where you want them to go? Do you want them to jump on a call with you? Do you want them to, hook into another resource? Would you like to get them into a Facebook group that you've got? Have you got a prospecting group that you could invite them to that maybe your team has? All of those kind of things. What is the next step that you want your prospect to take? And that should absolutely be at the bottom of your lead magnet on the last page. The other thing that I'll share with you that you want to be mindful of in a lead magnet is and this just came up on, we've just finished a 2-hour call with my VIP students, and this came up on that call. So I thought I'd mention it here as well. You might write something, you know, you love the idea and the concept of a lead magnet and attracting people to you and getting people from social media to raise their hand. But fears might come up with you thinking, who am I to share this information in a lead magnet? Who's going to listen to me? I don't have any qualifications or certificates or degrees or, you know, credentials behind me to really share this information that I've got in a lead magnet. If that's you, if you can relate to that, then what you want to do is go to your AI tool, explain what your lead magnet is about, the information that you are sharing, and sort of share with AI, I am not a professional in this field by any means. I'm just sharing this information through my personal experience, et cetera, what would be a good, you know, paragraph to include as a disclaimer on my lead magnet? So that way, whether it's woven into your story in the beginning of your lead magnet, or whether it's tacked on to the end of your lead magnet as a bit of a disclaimer, you can cover that bit off where you might feel like a little bit of an imposter. So you've got imposter syndrome, or you're thinking, who's going to listen to me because I'm not an expert, or I don't have certificates, or I don't have any qualifications in this particular area. When you include a disclaimer like that, that actually, you know, covers you off for, you know, anything like that. So that's a really good idea as well, which I didn't mention in the bootcamp. So just a few reminders. The videos, unfortunately, have come down for the 3 videos of the bootcamp, but you can access them if you join my coaching community, and you can get into the coaching community for $1 and get access to all my boot camps, whether that's Reels, TikTok, content creation, lead generation, lead magnets, personal branding, all of that you can get access to for $1. So if you'd like that information and you don't have it, just put the word roadmap in the comments and I will share that information with you. Next, this week, coming like in 2 days' time, we've got the live Q&A Zoom call for the coaching community. So if you are a coaching community members, don't forget to jump on that call in 2 days' time, and we can continue the discussion on your lead magnet with whatever you're creating or anything that you want to know on building your business on social media. There's no questions off limits in those coaching community calls. And thirdly, 2 more things. I'm about to share my screen and draw the winner for the free month into my coaching community. And just remember, there's only about 3 hours left to join my coaching community with the special offers. So the special $1 offer for getting access to all my training for a whole 2 weeks, or you can get discounted annual membership with $52 off. Like it's just so worth it. You'll be hard pressed to find somebody that provides as much social media training as I do, practical guidance and mentorship every month, done for you posts every month, done for you in content creation ideas every single month in the coaching community for such little cost. Like it's an amazing investment in your business. So if you need that information, reach out to me in Messenger or just put the word roadmap down below and I'll get you that information. So let me share my screen. Now, I can't tell because I'm actually on my phone. I should have had my spare phone charged up, but I'm going to share my screen and hope that this works, and we will draw the winner for the month into my coaching community. Hopefully you can see the screen there. I know if you're watching on Instagram, you will not be able to see the screen, but I've got the wheel up on my screen. Can you see? Yeah, you can see. Okay. So, I know who that is. So I will send this person a message, and you've just won a free month into my coaching community. So I will message Grant and get that information through to that person. I know the person behind that personal profile. So if we go back to Stop screen sharing. I hope you saw that okay, guys. I had the wheel up on the screen with all the names. I know you can't see that on Instagram, but Grant is the winner. So I know whose personal profile that is. I will send them a message and congratulate them for winning a free month into my coaching community. So this is kind of like the official wrap up of my boot camp. I hope those of you that went through that boot camp, you thoroughly enjoyed it. You've created something for yourself. You know from start to finish, from a content creation idea for your lead magnet to how to create it through AI and Canva. I gave it to you all last week in the boot camp. For any of you that missed that lead magnet boot camp, you can get access to all the recordings, a completed copy of the workbook. Just put the word roadmap down below and I'll get you all that information of how you can access that. There's only like 3 more hours before all the special offers cut off. But you can still get access to that on my members website. So I just want to say thank you to everyone that joined me in the Lead Magnet Bootcamp and all the wonderful feedback that we had from that. For those of you that have not attended a bootcamp of mine before, I would highly recommend when you hear that I am doing a bootcamp of any kind, whether that's lead generation, lead magnet, Reels, TikTok, AI, personal branding, like any of the boot camps that I do, I highly recommend you make the time to attend them because one, they are free. I give you a hell of a lot of information and training for your benefit, all for free. But they're very concentrated within a few days. It's just a few hours of training, but it's well worth it, especially because it's free. But if you would like more training, you want access to all my social media training, that's where you can join my coaching community. Just put the word roadmap down below if you'd like that information. So back on my normal live schedule, if you're a coaching community member, don't forget the live Q&A Zoom calls this week, which are in 2 days' time. And I will see the rest of you guys live after that in 2 days' time. Bye.